how do you know how to target the quantum upgrade? I'm giving you my name, birth date, and kind of what country I'm in, and magically it's going to find me out of 8 billion people and change things. It kind of stretches credibility.
Yeah, I can explain that. That's actually fairly easy to explain. It's very easy to understand, and I know that you asked the question for the listeners because you do understand as well.
Well, I use it.
Yep. Because first of all, whether it's 8 billion, 800 billion, 800 trillion, doesn't matter for a high consciousness field. That's the first thing we need to understand. Our brains are limited. We cannot even comprehend that even something would be possibly running in parallel at that level. It just, the brain cannot comprehend. But so that's the first thing to understand. Very, very different for a high power quantum energy field or a high consciousness field. The second thing is that once you understand how the field works, what you need to do in order for quantum entanglement to really work, which for me, quantum entanglement really isn't that you have one particle that you then connect with another particle, because for me, the tiniest part isn't a particle, it is energy, right? So, but you can combine energies. And so I have a specific energy signature. You have that as well. And an elephant somewhere in Africa has also another energy signature. In order to place via quantum entanglement the elephant into the field, into the quantum upgrade field, which is one of the most powerful sources of quantum energy on Earth that we have created, we need the exact energy signature, something that is a direct link to this elephant. That could be a picture, for example, because that would identify exactly this elephant, and it's not the elephant's mother or brother or any other elephant. It's exactly that one, right? It could also be a part of the DNA of this elephant. In terms of going back to a human now, if it was me, we could also leverage my name, my birth date, my birth city, and the country I live in. That is what we determine. You can also do a little less, but then if you have a John Smith, for example, you want to be like 1,000,000 times certain that it's really that John Smith that this is linked to.
Right. How does that work?
So then you have that information, which is a direct link to the source of that information, which would be that specific John Smith. That is placed into our quantum upgrade system. And in that moment, that John Smith is in the field. And then we were able to program it in a way that John Smith can say and determine how strong does he want the energy to be. He can select different levels for nighttime and daytime. He can, if he has a tennis match at some point, he can say, I want to have a booster at 4 p.m. because that's when I have a tennis match. He can now even select different frequencies, which in the case of a tennis match would be the Olympic performance frequency, which actually further helps with ATP production and cellular energy.